Welcome to this week's episode of the Modern Sense Minute. I am your host, Andrea Thompson. This week, I wanted to talk about prediction markets. This might be something that you've heard of, maybe not. It's something that I only became aware of probably about maybe a year or so ago. There's a couple popular prediction markets out there. One is called Polymarket, and the other one is called Kashi. And the point of the prediction markets is really to gamble. You're gambling on outcomes of many different types of things: world events, sports, politics, news, technology, culture, geopolitical events, you name it. You can really find anything on these prediction markets and bet money on them. Usually you're betting some sort of cryptocurrency as currency to actually make these bets. And let's just be clear, these are bets. You're gambling on an outcome that's either going to be true or false, a yes or no. Who's going to win? Who's going to be triumphant in this case? I'll give you an example of one that's going on right now. There's a prediction that Trump will announce the US blockade of Hormuz is going to be lifted by July 31st. Yes or no? And you can bet either way, and it will cost you a certain amount of money for each bet. And just like any type of market, as it goes up and down, the cost of that bet goes up or down. So if you bought into that particular bet, and let's say it costs you 93 cents to get into that particular bet, if you don't think that's going to happen, that's what it's going to cost you. And let's say that prediction changes over time, maybe that 93 cents turns into $1.03 for anyone else buying into that particular bet a week later. And you can actually sell that bet in advance and make money. And that is the whole gambling aspect of Polymarket or Kashi. Now, let's be clear. Gambling, I keep saying this over and over again because this is gambling. This is the same as going on Bet365 and making some sort of bet on the outcome of a sporting event that's coming up. However, the reason I'm bringing this up now is it's becoming increasingly popular for online brokerage platforms to include this style of quote unquote gambling, but they call it investing into their product offering. This is really dangerous, especially for those who maybe aren't as aware of what prediction markets are, what their risks are, and that this is different from investing. So it's really, really important for you to understand that this is not a portfolio strategy. This is 100% a gambling strategy. And one of the main Canadian brokerages is going to be offering this soon. They've actually just been cleared to offer a prediction market style option within their platform. It's been cleared by the Canadian Investment Regulatory Organization, or CIRO, to offer this. Now, they are restricted in this case to betting on financial markets, on climate trends, and economic indicators. So they are not going to allow you to bet on sports or elections or pop culture, for example. However, it is still gambling, regardless of what it is that you're betting on. I think this is really dangerous. I do not agree with this being included in a standard investment brokerage style platform where people are going to build life savings. And I really encourage those who are considering this or who are interested in this to really understand how this can harm you and what you're willing to flush down the toilet. I call this toilet money. Anything that you put into any sort of gambling app or anything you're willing to gamble, lottery tickets included, is toilet money. It's money that you don't need, that you're willing to say goodbye to 100%, and you're fine with that. This is not a way to get rich quick or to invest to get to your goal faster. This is definitely not that. So I just want you to be aware that this is coming, this exists, and if you see something flash up on your trading screen or you get lured in by an interesting marketing tactic, to please try to keep this front of mind. That's your Modern Sense Minute for this week. I'm your host, Andrea Thompson, and I will see you again soon.